Hey everyone, this is Gaming Solo, and today we are going to be taking a walkthrough through my second favorite ship in the game, the Mercury Star Runner. So the Mercury Star Runner is a data running ship. It also comes with a good amount of cargo space. This is where the cargo grid is. We'll look at where the data running stuff is here in a few minutes. It also has this, quote, hidden compartment that goes under the whole ship. There is a bit of shielded cargo here, so if you're getting scanned, this doesn't get hit by the scan. That gameplay, obviously, I'm not really in the game that much. I haven't seen an NPC scanning in a while. I guess you could hide stuff from players, but players typically just blow you up anyway, right? But yeah, this is the cargo area. You can fit a pretty sizable vehicle in here, around the size of an Ursa. And then 108 cargo total, including the 6 over there on the side. This is probably the biggest downfall of the ship, in my opinion, and that is the concentrated area where most of the components go. So this is where your components are at, and it's not a good design, right? Because literally, if you target the back left wing area of the ship, you can knock out most of the core components pretty quickly once that portion of the gameplay is in, and you get through the very, very thin armor of the ship. Moving on, there is an elevator here. I prefer to use the ladder when it works. If it doesn't work, you just jump and you can pull yourself up. Just because leaving the ship's a lot faster if that elevator is down at the bottom. And we're going to ignore this room for just a second and come over here to what's going to be a really cool room when this game plays in, and that's the scanning room. So this is where you're going to hack data or receive data transmissions, whatnot. It is a little bit oversized. I'm not really sure why they made it this big, but hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get a redesign on this ship one day to consolidate some of the space. If you enter the chair, a whole lot of nothing happens, though it does look like it's going to be pretty cool when it does come online. Let's see what it looks like when we power it on. Yep, so right now, all you could do is mess around with the ship systems from here. All right, we're going to go back to this room, and this is where the magic will happen when data running is in. So these are servers, and that is theoretically where data is going to go. So we haven't had too much on data running lately, though hacking does seem to be coming here sooner rather than later, possibly next patch. Maybe there'll be a little data stuff along with that. But there's not another ship currently in the game that has this much server room, so we'll see how that benefits us. These are the turret seats. They are not remote turrets. They are manned turrets. I'll go ahead and get the top one here. So when blades come in, these will not be able to be bladed, as it is a manned turret. I know, sad day. Throughout the ship, there are these light switches that you can turn the lights on and off on. Probably important when we have to conserve power in the future. But right now, not a lot. So we're going to look at the habitation area first. There's 3 beds. You can log out in these beds, and there's 3 storage lockers. 3 is an interesting number. Obviously, they weren't thinking of engineering when they designed the ship, because you have 2 gunner seats and then the need for an engineer. And there's not a bed for the engineer. That direction is the bridge, but we're going to go to recreation next, because there's a, quote, secret Let's see, which one was it? Was it the here? Let's see if it was this one. I can never remember. Not appropriate item. Yeah, I can never remember which one exactly it is. See the king or the queen. And I honestly can't even tell from here which one's which. As you can see, this is actually a functioning chessboard. You could put things there. Not appropriate item. All right, maybe it's the white one. You can tell I do this all the time, right? Let's see here. Not appropriate item. So it's got to be this one right here. The last one I try. So you place this piece on that. Come on, let me move. And it gives you access to that lower space that I was talking about. We're not gonna go down there. It's really nothing super great. There are some fuses down there, so it is something to be aware of. I have a feeling most of us are just gonna put fuses out the wazoo in every fuse location in these ships, so we don't have to worry about it as much. There is what seems to be a refrigerator, but it doesn't let you in, or freezer, but you can't get in it. But there's definitely a little kitchenette area, but there's nowhere to actually sit down at a table. So hopefully that's not required when they bring some of that stuff online. Now we're going to go to the bridge. So a lot of people do complain about this hallway because of all these doors. Doesn't really bother me. We do have a newly added fire extinguisher up here. There's some fuses. And we got the cockpit. So I'm going to go ahead and get in the seat. There's a lot of visibility from the front of the ship here. Which is great. Apparently my MFDs don't want to work. There we go. So this ship has plenty of power. Let's see here. You can still grab some from the coolers. You can uninstall one of the coolers currently because that doesn't work in the game. It's pretty easy to kind of get what you want going there as far as power management. As for the exterior, sorry about that. I was actually having a little bit of a coughing fit. I do these videos live, so fun times. But this is the exterior. It's typically very white and red. I do have a paint on, but the ship does display the ship name there. You can see towards the middle of the screen. Now it's hard to see in this view. But yeah, if you name the ship, you'll have the ship name there on the side on each side. And this is sorry, more coughing. But this is the paint that was given during the helper program last year, and I quite like it. The only other one that I really like on this is the Meridian paint. I think the others missed the mark a little bit, but I like this metallic with the turquoise. And that is the Mercury Star Runner. If you want more content like this, go ahead and like the video, hit subscribe. Um, Doing a different ship next week, actually. It's going to be a little different in the video. I'm actually about to go prepare that ship for that video. But yeah, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you think it needs a rework. I know a lot of people believe it does because that quote hidden compartment below deck here is kind of a lot of wasted space, and the ship could potentially have a lot more going on than than a quote hidden compartment that everybody knows about, right? I mean, we all know this is here now. And I know it's supposed to be kind of alluding to the Millennial Falcon and the hidden passages that it had for smuggling. But again, it's kind of hard to sell it like that when A, all this is walk paths, other than that little bit of shielded cargo down here. And B, it's known. Everybody knows it's there. So a little silly. But anyway, that is the Mercury Star Runner, and I'll catch you guys next time.